What's up everyone, it's X35 Earthwalker, the one true Earthwalker, the legendary soldier himself. And welcome back to another awesome video, and it's more Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D, sorry, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links gameplay. I think 5Ds because Goodwin is there. Yeah, don't mind that red dot. Yeah, it was left on the screen because of settings, but yeah, basically we're recording. You know, you work with what you got. I don't have the best stuff, but you know, I make it work. Now again, it's just me recording over the top of the footage and just giving me my thoughts and my little strategy of what was going through my head probably at the time being. I didn't want to do anything too crazy. Apocatapho. You only know how to pronounce that thing after you hear Goodwin say it. I didn't want to do anything too serious, plus I couldn't use my Cyber Dragon, so I'm just gonna like just see what they do from here on out, because you want to know what kind of deck they're rocking. What's their plan? Okay, the moment I saw Arrow Mage, I instantly thought, okay, this guy was trash. If you know me, you know I hate meta, I don't respect meta. Sometimes I'll just quit a match if they're just using a ridiculous meta because it's stupid. You know, but still, let's see what they do with it. Now, these two are the newer Arrow Mages, so I wasn't 100% sure what they were, so I did have to read the card a bit. So I thought I'm just going to go in and start doing some sort of damage. This is like, I'm not going to wait for them to set up and do something. Let me throw something at them, and it's their job to now, you know, meet the standard, you know, the bar. Now, I do like the animation for the Dark Synchro song. It's very different from regular Synchro. I don't know whether it's just specific to characters only, like because Goodwin was a Dark Signer, and you know, I was like Callan and stuff like that. I like the Moon Dragon Quilla. Now, as you can see, I'm rocking this type of monsters. Now, ever since I saw the Moon Dragon Quilla in the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's series, I always just wanted that monster. I wanted to mess around with it, and when I had an opportunity to make it in Duel Links, I took that opportunity. I got rid of that Arrow Mage because I thought that one would be the more problematic one. The other one does an effect, I think, when it's sent to the grave. But I didn't know that this one was in her hand. So here comes another Arrow Mage. He's just going to be causing even more problems. And Arrow Mage is just all about gaining life points and activating the effects every time they gain life points. So it's just expect to see a lot of ways to happen. So remove my monsters from play. Not gonna lie, that can ruin the strategy that I'm working with. So I can't let that Arrow Mage monster stay on the field. Yeah, Arrow Mage used to really get on my nerves back in the day. Like, there's no like hiding about that. That was just what it was. And that's one of the new Arrow Mage continuous cards. I don't know why Arrow Mage got additional cards. It's not like they needed the help, but whatever. Okay, the tuner's on the field. Man, look at all this. Look at all this. Look what's going on. At this point, I was thinking, okay, when's it my turn? You know, just waiting. Trying to read each of the cards, the ones that matter. Look at the life point. I just try to figure out, you know, what's my game plan? What to attack first? Is Moon Dragon Quilla in any trouble? Let's see. Now the problem was, I think it's because she turned one of her monsters into a tuner, so she couldn't tune into the monster that she wanted. So I think that's why she left those monsters in the tap ball, because she messed up. I think it was a mistake on her part. So I got rid of the big one who can remove things from play. Didn't like that one. Especially since the small one on the left can turn another one into a tuner monster. See? I was thinking, let me take her monster and put it to use. You know, I wasn't gonna wait until a situation where I really need that card. I thought, let me put in a bit of pressure now, capitalize on the mistakes that they've made. Here comes that monster. And I drew the right card, you know, Yugi's part of the cards, you know, fictional stuff. Galaxy Cyclone. Yeah, it's called the Galaxy Cyclone. I keep thinking of Galaxy Space Cyclone, like, you know, Mystical Space Typhoon. I decided to put that monster to use. And here comes the Cyber Dragon. So I'm now thinking, twice the firepower. I'm just going to make them regret doing what they did. And this is what I hate about meta decks. You're about to see it in upcoming moments. I'm thinking, let me just clear the field, you know? Now look at this situation. No cards in the field except that continuous spell. No cards in their hand. Now watch what a meta deck is capable of. Watch them do a combat. Summon this one, Rosemary. I did hate this one, but it was not the one I hated the most out of all the Arrow Mages. The ability activated. Look at the life points. There it is, and it begins, and it begins. So at this point, I was watching, thinking, okay, what is the worst that's gonna happen? They're gonna bring out that red one. We'll see. Now, here's what I think she wanted to do from the get-go, but she messed up with. I mean, I definitely really appreciate they put in the animation for a synchro summon. This one, never really had a problem with this synchro monster, but the fact that it was an error made, I hate it automatically. Call it prejudice if you want. Now watch this. Exactly. I'll take those points to go, please. But except I decided it'd be better off. Instead of getting life points, let me just remove you from play. Just deal with the synchro monster because it's the strongest monster on the field. I'll have to get rid of it. Because once Quilla is gone, I'll have nothing that can compete with his strength. So now its special monster is gone. Now it's thinking, yo, are you gonna quit? Are you gonna leave the match? Galaxy Cyclone. Now I left her with absolutely nothing. That was a simple, kind of easy match. Could have gone worse, but I think that mistake was the big problem. Oh, thank you guys for watching. Alright, here's another match. And this one is way longer than the other one. And it's because there was a bit of stalling involved as well. We're up against a Kaiba. I like Kaiba, there's a lot about this character that I can easily talk about, but that's not the video for this.
Have the Crimson Dragon rebuild the world in my
whatever Goodwin's talking
Let's
about.
See if you have the cards
He's got a lot to share.
Here we go. Duel. It's my turn.
Now this hand, I look at this hand and I was like, not the hand I want, but I can, sort of work with it. But twice now we got Quill. I was thinking, since he's Kyber, he's going to probably rock with the Blue Eyes Mecha deck, so he's going to have Dragon Spirit of White. That's right, put all three face down cards down, so if he brings a Dragon Spirit of White, we'll have to pick one of them. Allow me to keep the other cards around. But he had nothing, so I thought, okay. Well, there's a bit of a recording quality issue, I can see it right now. It's not good, but you can still see what's happening. So this card, again, I don't lose anything. He just gains life points, but he has to get rid of a card for that. Yeah, the frame rate and the quality is terrible for this recorder. I'll have to adjust the settings also. It was much better than the previous one. Oh well.
Get ready. My turn. Draw. I'll play this.
Yeah, sorry about this quality, guys. I mean, you can still see what's happening, so we'll rock with it. So I'm thinking, okay, is he gonna start the Blue Eyes nonsense? Let's see. Kid Mojo, so you're gonna do that to bring out a Blue Eyes. And I saw this, and I was like, oh, is he gonna take my monster? By sacrificing his monster, he can then trigger the effect of Kid Mojo, which is what you see right here. Not, well, back in the day, not a single card could. Nowadays, there's many cards with 3,000 tap points or whatever, but yeah, this animation is going to be even worse with this recording. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. And that's why it's so smooth on my device, Now I'm seeing this here. And I can't be bothered to go back and record it all over again. That took a while. It's 16 minutes long. Now, I don't know, this is the first time I see someone actually use that trap card. Honestly, it had no impact on this duel whatsoever. Well, he's probably, after this match, he probably went back to, take the card out of his deck. I went to defense mode because there's nothing I can do to protect Quill, and I'll just take a juicy 1,200 points of damage. I was like, let me play in the defense mode. But by doing that, he might think, oh, it's safe to attack, or he might think I'm baiting him, so it's 50-50. I was actually in a bad position. Once I had fight at Ascator, I was like, yo, let me bring out my big guy. Now, I could have done this part of the duel differently. I easily could have. Easily. But, I was like, I'm just going to bring out some firepower. He's got a 3,000 point dragon. Well, I've got a 3,000 point dragon as well in my deck. So, I'm going to bring out my firepower. And literally, it is the Sun Dragon Inti, as Goodwin said. Give it to Goodwin. I didn't want him to know what card it was. I wanted him to know, yeah, I'm planning something. I went for the attack, and I know his ability is not going to activate because the monster's already destroyed. I just wanted to get rid of his blue eyes because, as you already know, Sun Dragon Inti, him being in the grave is honestly not a bad thing. That's probably where you do want him eventually. So I knew that was fine. Him, well, with Blue Eyes meta decks, there's so many ways of bringing back Blue Eyes, so probably should not have attacked. Then I think over, so maybe I should have put the Sun Dragon in defense mode, baited him to attack my Sun Dragon. But because I had this card, I was like, let me just bring it back after he gets destroyed. Because it works on your synchro monsters as well, as long as it's not a monster that says it cannot be special summoned or something like that. Standby phase, welcome back. I was thinking a clear field, but I don't think he's just gonna let me do that. I was like, with Blue Eyes decks, well, there you go. See, with Blue Eyes decks, you can use Silver's Cry, a quick play spell card to bring back, normal monsters. So, Blue Eyes would fall under that bracket and come back to the field. So there's many ways to bring it back. Here comes back the Mighty Dragon. Again, sorry about the quality, guys. I'm working with different settings. You only got to experiment and try different things to see what works. And now I know over this setting, this thing does not work. So I learned. I wanted to straight get rid of his dragon, but there's no other cards he have in the field. Again, you could have Silver's Cry. So I'm not really too bothered about that. I'm not bothered about that at all.
I end my turn. Here I come. It's my turn. Draw. I set a monster. I end my
Alright.
turn.
Now, I wasn't worried at all. I was thinking, if he attacks, he's the one who's going to lose. But I'm already waiting for that monster because I know Spirit Dragon of White is going to come eventually. But since my row of spell track card is filled up, this is a stupid rule by your Duel Links. They only have 3 card slots for spells and monsters, which I think is very dumb. Why mix up Yu-Gi-Oh like that? But then again, it's one of the most, if not the most popular Yu-Gi-Oh game right now in the App Store, so I guess they're doing something right. Right? Now, I don't like this trap card. I really hate when people use it against me, but it's a gamble. Let's see if it pays off. I wasn't worried. Then I saw that it was a monster, and he got my Oracle of the Sun. But then I was like, actually, this works against him, because he's doing this on my turn. So wait a minute. It's my monster on my turn, and we all know, well, we actually all don't know. Most people don't even know about Oracle of the Sun. I'm going to bring back that main monster because I don't want to risk it. We need to bring back something with 3,000 tap points to match even his Blue Eyes if it does come to the field. And because my back row is filled up, I cannot put down... I think the trap card called Contaminated Earth is the trap card that's in my hand right now. I couldn't put it down. Because I would have had that card down right now. I don't think that was the right timing to use that. To put it down there, but it didn't really matter. So I was going to attack Oracle of the Sun, and for obvious reasons. Oracle of the Sun is destroyed, its effect activates. Because it's my monster, it works for me. But I had a Supay in my hand. His continuous trap card, to this day, it does nothing. Nothing. Why still the Asian? Now this was the monster I was waiting for from day one. That's why I put all my trap cards down like that. Is he gonna bring it out? There it is. That lame monster. Lame. I knew it was coming, so he's gonna use that monster to destroy one of my cards. Then I bet he would. I was thinking he's then gonna use his other ability to then back that monster out to bring in the Blue Eyes. Which is like what he did here. I was waiting for that. That's why I had 3 face-up cards. So you only can pick one of them. And he picked the card I was hoping he did not pick. I mean, there was 2 I wanted to keep around, and one of them I didn't really care. He picked one of them which I wanted to keep around, but it's not essential. So it's nothing really to worry about. Here it is. Blue Eyes White Dragon, the other animation, because it's a different design card.
Here I go. It's my turn. Draw.
Again, it
I
does
activate my
nothing.
spell card.
Basically,
First, three
every
of
time a monster's
destruction.
effect is activated, you put two counters. I mean, you put a counter on it. When you have two
Targets.
counters on it, which is its maximum,
Now
then
battle.
monsters can no longer
I
use
end my
their
turn.
activate their effects. I believe it is.
Friendships can hit. It's my turn. I
You know,
draw.
if contaminated Earth was face down on the
Oracle of
field,
the Sun.
I could have turned that whole situation around there and then.
Tuna monster.
But
Super.
I got Oracle of the Sun, so I bring him to the field,
As the moon
and then I decided to
rises,
bring
the
in
whispers
Supay.
bite you to your end. My dark secret.
Very poetic. And here comes the other one, because you see, you can't just have the
Dragon
sun
Quilla.
without the moon. So here we go.
I'll set a cup. I end my turn. Get ready.
Now
It's
I've
my
pretty
turn.
much completed my
Draw.
cycle.
I
This is
summon
what I
monster
wanted.
face
This is
down.
exactly what I wanted.
Now battle.
So I just summoned him. You know,
Why?
that's it. I don't need to do
Wasting
anything. I
your
don't need to worry
energy.
about anything. Nothing else matters.
Lightning. I attack with Quilla.
Because
As
I
more
wanted him to
monsters
attack me.
attack,
I was
pick
baiting
up
that.
my light points.
Which is fine. He can attack me.
As the moon
Yep.
sets, the sun rises again. Emerge, Sun Dragon
Oh,
Inti.
it doesn't end there. This is what I love about this combination.
Continuous track activates.
Once the moon goes down, what comes up
I
next?
end
It's the
my
sun.
turn.
Right? So
Friendships
at that point, you must be thinking, wait, what?
It's my turn.
He got himself into a bit of a cycle at this point.
I draw.
And I got a monster
Time
that
to
can
battle.
match his blue eyes.
I attack.
And what card did I draw? Oh, that card.
The
That'll come in handy for
destroyed
something else.
is also
I was like, let me
destroyed.
just get rid of blue eyes again. He's got no face down cards and no cards in his hand. I'm putting the pressure on him. And the Spirit Dragon White is in the grave, but you know you can have up to, I believe, 3 of those?
I end my turn. Here I come. It's my turn. Draw. As the sun sets, moon rises. I
So,
know I
okay,
can
what did he
stop
do here
this
again?
cycle.
Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah.
Come forth, Moon Dragon Quilla.
See? The sun went down, so the moon comes up. I mean, he doesn't like a bit of moonlight. See? He's in the cycle. He has to find a way to break the
Track
cycle.
activate.
There are ways to break it, but most people wouldn't really are. They're not really equipped for it.
My turn. I draw.
They stand on defense. He's running out of cards too, so 7 cards. As you can see, this is a long battle, like I said it would be. I knew it would be a long
Draw.
battle.
I set a card face down. I end my turn. Friendships can't hit. It's my turn. I draw.
He's not gonna be able to attack or do anything. He wants me to attack, and you know his face down cards. You know what they're gonna
I
be.
reveal my face down card.
Attacking his face down cards is what's gonna put me in the. It's gonna get me in trouble. But I was like, I'm not the kind of player who just sits there and just waits all day and stalls for time. I just don't respect that. And I don't like to do that. I like to be able to just fight you straight up, have battle. We're relying on cards to counter, no meta, no cheap stuff.
I draw.
Is what it is. Now, when I saw a spell card, I was like, wait, why is he disabling cards to be used during the turn? That made me nervous. That's why I did not attack that turn.
Here's my face
As you
down
see,
card.
now it's my turn again.
My
And I
trap
got some useful cards. I got enough cards to fight back if anything goes wrong. And I'm fearless. I'm going to go in there. That's why I did attack the very, very first turn.
My trap. Contaminate
Guys, I
Earth.
destroyed the Moon Dragon Quilla. But there's a problem with that. When the moon is gone, as good as explaining, what comes up next? It's the sun.
Earthbound Immortal.
So, you know, that's fine. And I almost activated the contaminated Earth. He now messed up. Because now, with that track card, I can bust out the strongest monster in the game.
Sun Dragon Inti.
Well, the strongest group of monsters in the game. I don't know. I'm always excited when I bring out an Earthbound Immortal. So now, he's seeing this big boy in the field, and he's probably thinking, oh, crap. And not only that, Inti's here. So at this point, I'm just going to attack. Because you can't attack with an Earthbound Immortal on the turn that you get it back using Contaminated Earth. So I know this monster. Know it very well. Now this part I think they messed up. He returned the Earthbound Immortal to my hand, which he could have been more devastating. He could have returned Inti, so I don't. It breaks the cycle of bringing in the moon and the sun. He could have returned the field spell. I don't know if you can only return a monster though. I'm not sure about that. Because if you can return one card, you could have chosen my field spell with the field spell gone. Earthbound Immortal Kokopaka would be destroyed and not in my hand. But since it's in my hands, I can just use my Mausoleum of the Emperor. Pay 2,000 life points, 2 grand. I got 5,000 thanks to Quilla. And look who's back. So he literally accomplished nothing. I get it. When people see an Earthbound Immortal, they panic. They're afraid because they know what they can do. So I was like, let me put my dragon in defense mode. Now I'm putting him in a horrible position. Nice. Against my attack, and he gets to draw a card. Now the position where he is in is where Earthbound Immortal like him, like Kokopaka on the field. His monsters don't protect him. I can attack directly, so I'll keep up the eternal pressure. But with Sun Dragon Inti in defense mode, he can't do anything because he can't attack the Earthbound Immortal. You can't. So he has to attack Inti, but if he destroys Inti, he's gonna lose his monster, take damage because of half his attack points, and then the moon will just come right back. So he's in a horrible position, and he's scrapping right now. He's really trying anything to see what works. Does he get lucky this time? Nope, but thanks to the card. And I can't use it because my back slot is filled up, which I hate. I wish I had 5 cards. Now he's down to 2,800. I have to discard. I got rid of the second Mausoleum of the Emperor. I had to think about which card I wanted to get rid of. Because I had the cards to make a combat, and I didn't want to get rid of some of the others. So I got rid of the field spells. I got no replacement in case I need it. That only brings out the Cosmo brain. Now I knew he was going for the attack. He's desperate at this point. He has to do something. But he did a bad move here. He attacked Inti. Goodwin explains. That's true. So now he's in an even bad position. You know what? It doesn't end there. He destroyed and got rid of Sun Dragon Inti. He took damage. He lost the strongest monster. And right after the draw phase, it's the standby phase. There it is. Not even this guy. And that's what I'm saying. He was in a bad situation. And he was back. That's it. The Moon Dragon Quilla has on his defense. And that's victory. He was in a terrible situation. As you see, it wasn't enough. That's right, man. I'm just too good. Thanks for watching, guys. And do the Earthwalk.